T. Do we have this Jane Doe with us, Elaine?
We do.
All right, Jane Doe, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I can hear you loud and clear.
Hey, Jane.
I'm going to bring people back a little bit here. Obviously, you want to remain anonymous because I had stumbled upon this Bry Nation subreddit, and it seemed to me to be this grouping of people who were almost like fans of the person suspected of killing these 4 people at the University of Idaho, Brian Koberger. And I'm scrolling through there, and I'm seeing all these like tribute posts. I'm seeing people who are putting money in his concession account or whatever it's called at the prison, and people who seem like they're kind of in love with this dude. Where are you at on all of this? Do you find yourself attracted to this guy who's accused of killing these people, or is there another interest?
How did you find yourself in like this subreddit?
So first and foremost, I would like to make an announcement, if I may.
Oh, bum, bum, bum.
It depends on what the announcement is.
So Bry Nation in no way condones violence. We do not condone violence,
Okay.
and we express our condolences to the families of the victims. Listeners, if you think that you may not be able to stomach what comes next, please tune out.
Listen to her.
Oh my!
Good move. No, it's a good move. We usually have
trigger warnings.
We usually get in trouble afterwards, but I appreciate the heads up.
All right, so you love this dude or what? What's going on?
I'm not going to speak for myself personally, or should I just go ahead and go through with my intent for the interview?
Just answer the question.
I think-
What brings you onto this subreddit? Why are you fascinated with this guy?
There's just something, as I've said before in an article, there's something very magnetic about him, something very attractive.
Like physically?
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
I
and
would say there's strong infatuation there.
so
Is that because he murdered people?
She doesn't
We don't know
condone
that for
violence.
sure.
all right, he's accused of murdering these 4 people at the University of Idaho, and so that's the context in which you see this guy on television and where you see the stories about him. And you watching this, you're not really considering that this guy might be a killer. You're considering more just like, hey, he's a good-looking guy, and I dig him. That's the way you're separating those two.
At the moment, yes.
Boy, that seems hard
What
to do.
other subreddits are you subscribed to just to
Yeah.
get a feel of it all?
Just that one. I created a Reddit account just for that.
Really? And you found this
Yeah.
group of these other women who are also obsessed with this dude. And,
I did.
And you find that you've got like common ground with them, I guess. Have you ever before been attracted to somebody who's been accused of murder?
I haven't really paid attention, honestly.
Does it like
Have you
kinda-
gone back and looked at other murderers and seen if maybe they would do it
Still
for
think
you?
they're hot, right?
Yeah, I have.
And
Ted Bundy.
You're into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there has to be something to
Yeah,
it. It's just
Is it like it seems dangerous? It seems like sexy in a dangerous way?
It does.
okay.
Yeah, I like guys with high prey drive.
I'm sorry, what?
I like guys with a high prey drive.
Prey drive?
yes.
Explain
Yeah,
this to
prey
me.
drive.
Go ahead, explain that.
So basically ultra masculine.
Hey.
Like
Okay.
to go after what they want.
It doesn't disturb you that someone might be murderous and then maybe even take that out on you, or maybe that's also exciting?
It doesn't concern me, no. It could be exciting.
To
Wow.
almost be murdered. I mean, I think it's something interesting to dive into. Is there something maybe in your past life, and by past life I mean something that's happened in your past, that perhaps sparked up this interest, or all of a sudden you were like, I'm looking at this dude and I'm attracted to him. Let me see if there's other people like me.
Yes. I have assisted in autopsies before. And I
Okay.
found that to be extremely interesting. It doesn't bother me. Like, I was able to eat right after. So just kind of thinking about those things together.
Did it turn you on,
Makes it
or you just
fascinating.
weren't bothered by it?
I wasn't bothered by it.
Okay.
Is it, and since you're anonymous, have you ever found yourself like wondering if you could murder somebody?
No.
Okay.
So you
I like the things that I have. I wouldn't do that and sabotage myself. I like my freedom.
Well, I mean, given trying to get maybe into some sort of relationship or being amongst somebody who could be capable of murder, and knowing that you could be murdered, it doesn't bother you. So
She seems into it.
it's a little confusing for someone like me who's not into murder.
Have you made any attempts to contact Brian Koberger or put money in his commissary account?
I have not, simply because I have heard from a journalist that he hasn't been able to receive any mail, any letters. So part of my, I guess, one of my intentions for this interview is in hopes that he will hear this and know that I am his top fan.
Number one fan of the
Yes.
guy who's suspected of killing 4 people at the University of
premeditated,
Idaho,
like
in a brutal way. So you want to get it out there that you're his number one fan, murder or not?
She said biggest admirer and most qualified lover.
Yeah,
Yep.
really.
Now, I couldn't help but notice the subreddit has been completely banned from Reddit.
Oh, has it really?
Yeah, I just went to go look it up, and at least Brian Nation.
Oh no,
banned
it's
from
Bry.
Reddit.
It's Bry Nation.
Yeah, Brian Nation has been banned from Reddit.
Oh no.
So
Did you-
where do you guys all go talk now?
I'm not going to disclose that.
Okay.
Oh,
for
come
our
on.
sake.
So she wants to
No.
be anonymous because this is the weird thing. You think that if it gets out that you're into this guy who's suspected of killing these people in Idaho, that you'll lose your job and you'll lose a bunch of other stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, is there anybody in like your friend group or anything, or I don't know if you're in a relationship with somebody? Is there anybody that knows that you're doing this?
No, no one knows.
When you say that you're Brian's biggest admirer, what is it that you admire most about him?
Everything, the things that I know and the things that I don't know.
What do you
tell
know?
us,
Tell us
yeah.
about Brian.
Well, honestly, I don't know a lot. A lot of these crazy women like Brittany and Bay, they think they know things. Basically, all we have are things that have come out in the news.
All right.
But I mean, we know that he was a PhD student.
Right.
We know that he overcame a heroin addiction.
Yeah.
Those things are really attractive to me.
And you know that he's suspected of murdering 4 people.
Yeah.
Who is?
I mean, he didn't overcome the addiction of trying to maybe
Murder those
murder
people.
somebody.
Who is Brittany and Bay? Are these your competition in Brian Nation?
They're not my competition. I'm their competition.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So this is
By the way, we can't confirm that this man listens to the show.
no,
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
know.
I don't know
Worth
if he's
mentioning.
tuning in right now. This is very, very strange to me. I don't know. Is this something that you can't really suppress? Like you just have to act out on this kind of stuff?
Yes.
Is there anything in your life that has been like this before? I mean, I know that you haven't looked up murderers before, but was there maybe a fandom that you were very involved with prior to that had nothing to do with murder?
You cut out.
No, I shouldn't hear that.
Never
part.
mind then.
So, all right. Basically, has there been another part of your life that is similar to this in a way that you hide it from people that you're close to? Like, you don't want the people that you're closest to knowing that you're involved with this Brian Nation or that you're an admirer of
You're
this
even
guy.
talking to us.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You're doing this completely anonymous. Is there anything else that you're involved with that you would treat with the same amount of privacy and security?
No, this is it for me. I mean, I have a lot going for myself. Like I'm highly educated and I've kind of just always been on track, but there's a secret part of me that likes stuff like this and it's come out now. Like I never even intended to do this interview, but here I am.
What would you do if you were able to meet him?
I would want to have intelligent conversation with him.
What are the questions? Top 3 that you would ask him?
Well, I would talk about our education, probably some obscure topics. Specifically, what I study, it's not criminology, it's not psychology, but it's related, and I have transferable skills that could be interesting to discuss.
Do you like have ever moments where you are wondering, am I doing the right thing right now?
Yeah, you
Like
ever
maybe,
second guess this stuff?
like a conscious?
No,
No. Wow. You might want to. just to throw it out there. The idea that you are now infatuated with a man who may have slaughtered 4 people, these innocent people at this University of Idaho.
I mean, there's a difference between a crime of passion, not saying that it is right, and then something that he is accused of doing, which is he didn't know these people
I'm just
at
saying,
all.
it's very, very strange. I think it might be one of these things that you can't really suppress it. You're not able to get away from it.
Difficult to kind of look at this in 2020. But would you be interested in Brian Kohlberger if he was not accused of murder?
Yes.
How do you know?
We'll never be able to sort that out or figure it out. All right, Jane Doe. Well, good luck to you.
I want to
guess.
follow up with you. If you're up for it, 2 weeks from now, I want to see where you're at, because now you're technically are banned from Reddit. So I want to see if you have changed your ways and on another platform.
I will never change my ways.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Jane Doe.
Thanks.
Appreciate you taking the time today.
Thank you.
There she goes. Well, that was strange.
Let us know when she's off the Zoom, please.
Mo's like, how do I slink out of the studio?
We good?
She's off, and the Zoom is done. She
Okay.
cannot come back.
What the hell?
That was weird, man.
What the hell was that,
That
man?
was strange.